Hey, today on Live Marketing Mondays, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, my name is Trey. We're going to be going live talking about the 5 criterias you need within a product to make sure it's profitable. So to have how to find profitable products that you can sell online through internet marketing, through e-commerce. So that's exactly what we're talking about today on Marketing Mondays, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So thanks for being here, Instagram, YouTube, all you guys, I appreciate you. So let's do that. Let me grab you guys real quick because I love chatting with you. So make sure you say hello. Where are you calling in from? Where are you watching from? Are you watching on your mobile device? Are you watching on a desktop? What are you doing? Maybe you're watching on an iPad like me. I got my iPad as well. But hey, let's talk about that, right? The 5 criterias of a profitable product, exactly what you guys are going to need. We're going to zoom over here to the good old whiteboard. So let's do that because I want to hit the first one, and I'm going to tell you some stories, some back story. Look how cool that was. Did you guys just love that, Instagram? See, I hook it up for you guys. Make it happen. All right, so let's do the first one. So let's hit it. So 5 criterias of a profitable product. All right, here we go. What do you guys think number 1 is? We'll ask you guys. Instagram, what do you guys think number 1 is of a profitable product? So this actually came from a commerce queen. Actually, this question came to me last week. I was like, this would be great to put on Marketing Mondays. Came from Wendy. Wendy, so I appreciate you giving me this idea. She's working on a really great funnel, and she's like, what is the perfect product? What does it have? What is the attributes? What does the criteria of a product look like when you go out and source? I was like, oh my gosh, what an amazing idea, because we actually have those. So first thing we want is I want it to be lightweight. So lightweight, has to be lightweight. Or another way to look at it is reasonably small in size, okay? So let's talk about that for a minute. So lightweight, small in size is what I'm looking for in a product. So I want to give you an example as I go through these criteria. I'm going to give you an example of kind of each one. So a lightweight product that we sell, whichever you want to see, is like jewelry. So jewelry sells really great, right? It's lightweight, it's small. It can be like a watch, it can be a ring, it can be a bracelet, it can be a necklace, earrings, things like that. It fits this criteria. It's lightweight, it's small. And by the way, all of these items, these stories I'm giving you are gonna fit underneath all 5, okay? It's not just jewelry only fits for lightweight and small. Jewelry will fit for 1 through 5 here. And so with the next story and the next story and the next story as I go through here. So let's do this. So bracelets. So we had a bracelet that sold extremely well. This was about back, remember when all the police stuff was going on? All the LEO enforcements, this was when the riots were happening. So we took it upon ourselves to obviously always flow with the news, right? The news is gonna be your best channel to create desire. And then if you can attach yourself or your product to that desire, then you'll do really well online. So we grabbed a bracelet. We are in the gun and ammo space. So we attached ourselves to the police officers, okay? And we found this bracelet, interesting enough, we found this bracelet and we created a bracelet that had handcuffs on it, it had an infinity symbol, it had a braid, and it had some blue lines. Well, that was the blue line kind of theory back then, right? Second to that is the handcuffs. They said, what did they say? To protect and serve, that's what it was. So there's 2 handcuffs, they're kind of bonded together, and one said protect, the other one said serve. And so we went to Facebook, we targeted the interest police, thinking the only people that we're going to get in front of are police officers and spouses and wives and girlfriends and things like that, and grandmas. So little did we know that police was actually going to attract both parties. This bracelet just went to fire. It was amazing. To give you an idea, so what I'm talking about is lightweight and small. This thing sold incredibly well, okay, incredibly well. Where we were buying the bracelet out of China for, I believe it was 60 cents. And we were selling it for 27 bucks. So it was small, it was lightweight, we could fit it in a package, okay? So the shipping was very, very minimal. And that's what I'm looking for, is I don't want a big item. I don't want something bulky like a TV monitor or a chainsaw or a jet ski or a 4-wheeler or a massage chair. Those things are massive and they take up so much room. Whereas with a bracelet, I can ship 10,000 of these in a pretty nice sized box. I can overnight it. And when you take the overnight cost divided by the 10,000 items, you're talking pennies per item, right? Now, if it's something like a couch or a TV monitor, well, the size doesn't fit in those boxes. You only fit maybe one per box. So that whole shipping, that whole overnight price for that one box goes into the whole price of the monitor at that point. Does that make sense to you guys? So that's why I'm looking for lightweight and small items. Think jewelry, think bracelets, think like little items that you can really put into it like a tie vac and ship straight out. Okay, so that's number one. So we still got all these other ones to go. We got number 2, we got number 3, number 4, and number 5. Okay, so now you've learned one of the criteria that I look for in a profitable product when I go out and source is I want it to be lightweight, I want it to be small in size so I can easily push it into a tie vac. Okay, let me grab my coffee over here. By the way, I hope you guys are doing great. Instagram, I appreciate you guys being here, okay? By the way, shout outs on Facebook. What's up, Steve? What's up, Alma? What's up, Craig? Jodine's here. What's up, guys? Good to see you. Okay, so let's hit the second one, all right? This one's a big one. So I don't want it to be breakable, so non-breakable. Gosh dang, that's a huge one. Okay, I want a product that doesn't break, okay? Craig, I saw you on here. Appreciate you showing up on Facebook, my man. Craig has a really cool tool for barbecuers, right? It's a spatula. So the spatula fits the criteria, right? It's lightweight, it's non-breakable. It fits most of this criteria as well. So non-breakable. Let me tell you a story about that. So one of the products that we ship out is gun oil. So gun oil isn't breakable, right? It's in a plastic little bottle. It's lightweight, it's small, it's non-breakable. So when I ship it, when it gets slammed down by a postal worker, it gets thrown into a van, whatever, it's not going to break. And you see, this helps with so many things. Like, this is not just a product service delivery. This is customer service. This is returns, refunds, exchanges, making sure that the next one goes out doesn't break, right? There's a lot to these criteria that's aiding to the back end of your business as well. So first one, lightweight and small. Second one is non-breakable. So we had oil. Oil is a great little shipper. It's non-breakable, right? It fits in a little plastic box. And the reason I found the non-breakable as a criteria was when I went to China. So I'm in China. I'm at the breakfast of the Westin, right across the street in Guangzhou, China, for the Canton Fair. And I'm sitting next to these contractors, and we're just shooting the crap. And I was asking what they were importing. And they are contractors who helped build hospitals, interesting enough. And so they're helping build these hospitals. And what they found was if they go to China and source all the products, the flooring, the mantles, the doors, the walls, like the ceilings, like everything, that they would save or make 50% more on their money by just skipping the middleman and going directly to China. But what they didn't find out until they started shipping things was the non-breakable piece. So they shipped, I think it was 3 cargoes, three 40-foot cargo containers of tile to America. And so it's all boxed up, right? It's all ready to go in this big old container. And when it arrives in the United States, they open the big doors, and what they find is 10 to 15% of the tiles were cracked, shattered, damaged. So completely a write-off for one, but unusable, right? 15% of their tiles was now broke. So now their profit margin went down because they couldn't use the 15% that they just purchased from the factory. And the factory sure isn't giving them a refund, right? It's not shipping them out 15% more tiles. It's, it was the shipper's fault, or it was the cargo ship fault. Maybe it had some rough seas, right? They didn't care. But what the end result is a breakable product. So when you're ordering these products from China or from India or from wherever, you want 2 things so far. I want it to be lightweight and small, so it ships really easily. I want it to be non-breakable, okay? So even when it starts at the factory to when it arrives at your doorstep in your warehouse to when it arrives to your consumer or your business, I don't want it to be breakable, okay? So what do you guys think so far? You love those 2? You like those 2 Instagram? Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you showing up. Okay, so next one we're gonna do, going in order here, is high margin. Okay, and not only just a high margin, but I want it to be perceived, right? So a high margin, what that means is, I gave you an example earlier, but I want it to be able to buy it for a reasonably low cost, but also be able to sell it for a high perceived value, which gives me that high margin, okay? So high margin is, we kind of hit it here in jewelry, right? I bought these for 60 cents. We sold them for $27, great margin there. Oil cost us about $1. We'd sell it for 20, great margin there. Another great example is our G700 flashlight. You guys remember that? That was fun, good times. So G700 flashlight, we would buy these for about $2, and we were selling them for $56. Those are still selling to this day throughout the world, which is pretty cool. So a new vertical was introduced. But high margin, okay? I want that high margin to be there, where the people that are coming and purchasing these products are saying, you know what, it's worth that, right? I'm willing to pay $56 for a flashlight. I'm willing to pay $20 for the oil. I'm willing to pay $27 for this jewelry. You know, a lot of things with high margins, we talk about affiliate products, or if you go to like Bass Pro and you become an affiliate manager, well, they give you 5% margin. It's nothing, right, off the products. Like, it's absolutely nothing. Whereas, you know, in our cases, I'm looking at, man, how can I afford three things? How can I afford an affiliate? How can I afford product cost, overhead, merchant fees, and all the other stuff that goes behind it, fit shipping, and customer service, and returns, and exchanges? And three is, how can I make it profitable? And this is exactly how we do this, okay? It's through high margins, non-breakable products that are lightweight and small. So with high margins, I need it to be 3x, if that, right? 3x or more. I'll give you a great example. Right now, I'm looking at selling a $50 product, okay? So that $50 product, I need to make sure that that product costs me, you know, 15 bucks. So I'm gonna give, you know, the affiliate guy $15 to $20, okay? I'm gonna pay myself $20, and I got product cost of 20 bucks. So that's $60 I'm gonna need to make on this sale in order to pay out everybody, right? I gotta pay out my affiliates, I gotta pay out my product costs, I gotta pay out myself. You gotta pay yourself in order to be in business, right? Or else you just go bankrupt. So you need to have high margins. So when you're looking at products, make sure that there's enough margin in there, right? Over 100%, is it 200, 300, 400, 1,000, 2,000%, where you can go out and you can make a lot of money, okay? If not, if it's something that you're buying for $5 and you can only sell for 10, I would say maybe we find a new item, okay, a new product, okay? So that's number 3. Let's hit number 4. I'm gonna swap out here. Okay. So if they have a high margin, I kind of named this one earlier, but I want to have a high perceived value. Wow. All right. So high perceived value. Well, just kind of reiterating on the high margin piece, I have to have a high margin. I got to be able to buy it for low, sell it for high, which means that the product needs to have a high perceived value. I'll give you a great one right now that we're in currently, which is the pandemic, which is masks, right? Masks have a huge high perceived value right now. It's what everybody wants. Nobody can get. Demand is up, right? So especially to the consumer world. So high perceived value. What about gloves? What about face shields? What about gowns, or all these other, or hand sanitizer? Like, all these things have a high perceived value right now, right? But you can buy it for very low, especially if you're shipping from China. Again, I'm looking for, how can I use what's in the news, or what's in my audience, or what's in my niche, to find a product that I can have that's lightweight and small. Boom, masks. Non-breakable, masks. High margin, masks. High perceived value, masks. See how they all fit in the same criteria, right? G700 flashlight, high perceived value, high margin, non-breakable, lightweight and small. Oil, lightweight, non-breakable, high margin, high perceived value. See how this works? Pretty cool, right? All right, so now we have lightweight, it's non-breakable, high margin products, high perceived value. Guess what number 5 is? You guys ready for number 5? Let's hit number 5, okay? Number 5 is this. This is the big one. This is where a lot of people kind of start train wrecking. So I want to bring it back. Is I want your purchase price, the purchase price to be around, for you, this is what you're purchasing it for, to be around $1 to $5, okay, $1 to $5. By the way, if you're watching this and you're loving this value, we should work together. You need to go to, what is it, Talk to Trey? Yeah, Talk to Trey, TalkTotrey.com. Fill out the application. Let's work together. Be kind of fun. Purchase price, $1 to $5, okay? Now, why is that? Because what I'm looking for is, one, I can buy a lot of them, right? It doesn't take a lot of cash to buy a lot of $1 items or a lot of $5 items. Now, if I'm buying massage chairs, well, those massage chairs are gonna cost me $1,000. And let's say I got $5,000 to spend. I only got 5 massage chairs I can go and sell. But if I got $5,000, well, now I can go buy 5,000 of these or 1,000 of these. And then I can make my money within the first 100 items or 200 items because I got great margin, okay? And then now I have free product, I have free inventory that I'm able to sell for pure profit, right? I have no cost in that product because it's already been paid off with the first 100 sales or the first 200 sales. Does that make sense? So secondly with that is with this purchase price, the $1 to $5, the second thing I'm looking at is that my conversion cost, okay? My conversion cost, let's just say Facebook, my conversion cost on Facebook. So if I'm selling something for $20, right? If I'm buying it for $1 or $5, I'm selling it for, let's take the oil for example. So I'm buying it for $1, I'm selling it for 20. Usually whatever the cost to consumer is, that's what you're gonna see your Facebook conversion cost be. So if it's a $50 product, Facebook's gonna probably charge you around $50, $60 for conversion. If it's $20, well, it's gonna cost you about $20. So if I can, the lower the cost for me, the lower the cost it is for the consumer, which means I don't have to spend that much cash to get a conversion, okay? Because if this is a massage chair and it's $3,000 for the massage chair, it's gonna cost me $3,000 for me to probably get a conversion at first, right? Whereas if I have like a little bracelet, or if I have oil, or if I have a flashlight, or some masks, or gowns, or whatever, it doesn't cost me but $10 or $20 to get that first conversion. As you guys probably know, is it takes 20 to 30 conversions per day in order for Facebook to take off. So would you rather be doing $3,000 conversions or $20 conversions? For me, I want to do the $20 conversions, right? Because I can pay a lot more for those and I can really get those ramped up and it doesn't take much cash flow to do so. All right, so that's it. My friends, 5 criteria of profitable products: lightweight, non-breakable, high margin, high perceived value, and the purchase price is within $1 to $5. Okay, this is the criteria that I look at when I'm addressing a product. Does it fit this criteria, or does it fit at least most of the criteria? Because if it fits this, I know I can go out and probably be pretty profitable with that particular product. Okay. By the way, just so you guys know, if you're just tuning in, my name's Trey Llewellyn, and I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys following us. If you want to work with us, that'd be awesome. I'd love to help you out. Love to gain traction in your business, make it more profitable, build a foundation, build it up. Let me tell you how that works. All you got to do is go to Talk to Trey. That's TalkTotrey.com. And on that page, you'll have an application where you can fill it out. You can tell us about you, tell us how hungry you are, how energetic, what your business is up to, how it's rocking and rolling, and book a time. Book a time with our guys, right? Our behind the scenes guys who are allowing you to get on a phone call with them and saying, hey, is this a good fit, right? What questions do you have? Let's see if Trey can help you gain traction in your business, especially as we enter into the third quarter now of 2020. Crazy, isn't it? By the way, thank you guys for showing up today. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. And we'll see you guys next Monday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Until then, have a great rest of the week, guys. Instagram, you guys are out.